Hi everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to another coin roll hunting video. We have another $100 box of Canadian nickels to go through. It's 50 rolls, 2,000 nickels if you want to think of it like that. I'm not going to do too long of an intro here. Just taking a quick look at some of the rolls though. We do have the usual suspects here on this one. We have the clear plastic rolls, the paper wrapped rolls, and then we also have some shotgun rolls as well. So nothing too out of the ordinary. I'm really hoping that this is another good box. We've had some really good boxes in our last couple of boxes here, so hopefully we can keep the streak going. But as always, I'll go through these rolls, and I look forward to showing you guys the results. Be back in a bit. Alright, welcome back everybody. Just made it through all 50 rolls in the box, and I've already taken the time to re-roll them. Again, fortunately, as you'll see, I didn't have to do as much rolling as I've had to do in the past, but nonetheless, these are all ready to go back to the bank. Before we look at some of our older and more rare coins, let's go ahead and first look at our 99.9% nickel finds here in this box. And as you can see, it was another great box for us here. I have to be honest, I'm not really sure what's going on, but we've done extremely well so far since we've got back into coin roll hunting consistently. Again, we have our stacks of 10, which means we have 212 pre-1982 99.9% nickels. Again, just a great number to be back over 10% with our pre-1982 nickels is just unbelievable, extremely motivating, and again, it's going to really keep us going. But we can't go and calculate our total nickel percentage just yet. Let's take a look at the older and more rare coins. Again, there's going to be some 99.9% nickels in there as well that we need to add to our total. But let's start, as always, with our Young Queen portraits. These two rows at the top are the Young Queen portraits from 1964 and 1963. We found 8 1964s in total, as well as 2 from 1963. And I'll get in just a little bit closer so you guys can see, and hopefully the camera can pick up just how nice these nickels are. So we had 8 from 1964, 2 from 1963. We also did very well on our 12-sided nickels in this box. We almost had the full range from 1962 down to 1957. But just taking a look at each year, we had a 1962, a 1961, one from 1960, a 1959, and then a 1957 to end there. And then lastly, we also had a 2009 American nickel with the P mint mark. Again, if you guys don't know, and I probably should have pulled it up, maybe what I'll do is I'll put it in the description, but the mintage on the 2009 American nickels was much lower, and again, it was in, I want to say around the 30 million, maybe 39 million for the P mint mark, and comparative where it's in the hundreds of millions for example, the 2010 11s, 12s. Again, very rare for us to find a 2009 American nickel. We've actually only found one previously, and I want to say that it was in one of our first nickel boxes. We actually did a video on it when we did find it. We did a standalone video, if you guys want to look back in through some of our older videos. But very happy to find a 2009 with a P mint mark. It's not in the greatest quality, but nonetheless, very happy to find one of these older, or I guess this one's not older, I should say, but certainly a rare American nickel. So we did very well, and all of these coins that you see here are Young Queen portraits and our 12-sided nickels. Those are all 99.9% nickel as well. And we have to add those nickels into our total, so we have 212 and then an additional 15, which brings the total to 227 99.9% nickel nickels, which works out to be 11.35%. So very happy with those results. Again, unbelievable to be back over 10% in this particular box. Again, it wasn't particularly that there were a couple of good rolls that had 20 or 15 in them. It was a pretty consistent box where each roll had a fairly decent number of the pre-1982 coins. There were a couple of rolls, but we really like to see it be consistent where there's quite a bit in each of the rolls, and for us in this box, it was definitely that type of box, so we're very happy to find those. Now, before I sign off on this particular video, I just want to also mention just something with this second box that we have here for the week. As you can see, when we opened it up, unfortunately, it was these plastic wrapped rolls, which again, just like with the machine wrapped rolls in our previous video, we just have no luck in finding any nickels before the year 2000. And I actually took the time to look into most of the faces on these plastic wrapped rolls, and it turns out, just as we would have expected, no nickels before the year 2000. So just like the machine wrapped rolls, I don't think it would be worth our time and just worth our while to actually rip open all of the plastic wrapped rolls and go through them when we're fairly confident that there's not going to be any nickels, let alone the pre-1982 nickel bullion coins, but most likely not even any of the copper nickels before the year 2000. So we're not going to go through this box. I should also mention that I did sort through the shotgun roll and the paper wrapped rolls, as well as this yellow shotgun roll here. Those ones didn't have any nickels before the year 2000 either. So what we'll do is we're not going to go through our second box for this week, which means there won't be a coin roll hunting video on Saturday. However, we still have, and it actually works out pretty good, we do have a number of videos that we do want to put out between today, which is Wednesday, and by the end of the week on Sunday. For example, we want to get our silver update video with our most recent purchase up. And we also want to do another coin cast, my brother and I, both discussing in a kind of like a podcast, just some of the recent economic developments. There was an article today that we found in the Globe and Mail that we definitely want to talk about with Canadian debt. And also we'll talk maybe about some coin roll hunting and silver topics as well. And then for a third video that we want to do is we just want to do all of our silver and also nickel bullion editions that we had in July, just to kind of keep track on a monthly basis. So there won't be a coin roll hunting video coming out this upcoming Saturday. However, stay tuned as there's a number of videos that we would like to put out in the meantime. But just to recap this particular box, again, the one that we did on Wednesday, we had 227 pre-1982 99.9% nickel nickels. That works out to 11.35%. So even though we have a tough box here with the plastic wrapped rolls, at the end of the day it worked out pretty well for us, as even though sometimes you get a bad box, there's always, it seems like, a good box to kind of follow it up. So fortunately for us, we've been having great luck with coin roll hunting. We're going to keep going, and we just want to thank all you guys for watching as always. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, we always greatly appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great end of the week here, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.